Today we're going to be creating a Magic 8 ball, and it is in the MakeCode Arcade website. We're going to click the plus new project button right here, and let's make sure that it is Python only, and let's call it Magic 8 ball, and click OK. Alright, so what's going to be new about this project that we've not done before is that we're going to have to use a for loop. So we're going to have a loop where some code repeats, and that's going to be when we shake our ball. And let's see what else. We're going to have more if, elif statements. We want to have 5 different possible outcomes for our Magic 8 ball to give as an answer to the question that we ask it. So first thing, let's set the background color. I don't want it to be black. Let's do scene, and we'll grab set background color 2. We'll put it right up there, and let's try, let's do 8. Let's see what happens. Ooh, I like that color. That looks cool. Perfect. And then click return and give myself a little bit more space. Next thing we need to do is we need to create our Magic 8 ball. So I'm going to click on sprites. I'm going to grab create. I'm going to put it right there underneath. I am going to click on my art palette and I am going to draw it. So I'm going to click on black, and then I'm going to click on the paint bucket and then on the gray squares. Okay, and now I'm going to click on white, click on my pencil, and I'm going to do the big square there, and let's have it be like that. Okay, and click on black again, and this time I'm going to do a little square, and that's we'll do that one. There we go. Perfect. Click done. And then when we click play, it should pop up in the middle of the screen. Perfect, that looks great. And then what we want to pop up is, it should say at the bottom, what is your question? So it prompts the user to ask a question. So let's go to game, and we're going to scroll down. We won't have the user type it in, we will just have it, have the user say it out loud. And let's go, I want to say it's all the way at the bottom. Yep, it's all the way at the bottom. It is show long text string, and we'll put it right there underneath. Okay, so it's game.show long text. That's perfect. Where it says none, those are the letters we need to delete. The first thing we need to type in is quotation marks. So what's inside the quotation marks is what's going to show up on the screen. And we want to say, cursor right there. We want to say, what is your question? Okay, and then let's reset it. And it says at the bottom, what is your question? Awesome. And now what we want it to do is say a question out loud. Should students get candy for completing this challenge? We'll click the A button, and we want our Magic 8 ball to shake. So we want to go up and down, and this is where we're going to do the repeat loop. So we're going to click on loops, and we don't want it to run forever. We don't want it to shake forever. We want to do a for loop. So repeat a code a number of times in a loop. That's exactly what we want. So I'm going to grab it. I'm going to put it right there underneath. I'm going to give myself a little more room in between. For I in range 4 times. So whatever code we put underneath here, it's going to repeat it 4 times. I'm going to change 4 to 6 because I want it to repeat 6 times. Okay, and then I'm going to delete the letters, the word pass. And what we want it to do is we want our Magic 8 ball to go up and go back down. And in between it goes up, we need a tiny little pause. Otherwise, it won't look like it's going up and going down. So we need a pause after it goes up, and then after it goes down, and then it will repeat. Notice how when I type it, my cursor, it's not going to be in line with the 4. it's going to be tabbed over. So I click the tab button to make sure that it is not in line with the F of 4. So I'm just going to type it. We'll say my underscore sprite, because that's what we called our Magic 8 Ball. And we'll say dot y. So thinking about in math class, the coordinate grid, X is across the screen left and right, and Y is up and down. We want to change our Y. We'll do space. We'll say plus equals space 10. So then when we click play, and then we click A, oh, it went down. Okay, and then let's go return. And now we want to do a pause. So I'm going to go loops, and I'm going to grab pause, 100 milliseconds. And we'll put it right there underneath. Okay, that looks great. It's got an extra space, that's okay. Click return, type in my underscore sprite dot y plus equals, and this time I'm going to change this one to -10, and I'm going to change this one to 10. So it goes up and it goes down. And then we need a pause afterwards. Okay, let's see what that looks like. So we click A, we click play, and then it pops up, what is your question? We click A, it goes up and down 6 times. Awesome, we did a repeat loop, a 4 in I in range, so it repeated that 6 times. And now what we need to do, what we've done before, is we're going to want to create a variable, and we're going to set it to a random integer. So I'm going to click return, and then I'm going to click delete, so that our cursor is now outside of the our loop, and it's in line with the F of 4, because we don't want it to repeat this. So we're going to go to variables. I'm going to grab item equals 0, and I'm going to put it right there. I'm going to call my variable answer. And then we want it to be equal to a random integer, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. So it would be 1 through 5. I'm going to go to math. I'm going to scroll down to where it says rand int, random integer. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to put it right next to my equal sign. It puts it underneath, so I'm going to just put my cursor next to the R and click delete. And then where it says 0, I'm going to delete that and change that to 1. And where it says 10, I'm going to delete that and change that to 5. So we created a variable called answer. It's equal to any number, 1 through 5, any integer. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. And we're going to have 5 answers that our Magic 8 Ball can give us after we ask it a question. So click return. And now we're going to get into our if and elif statements. We will have 1 if, 3 elif, and an else. So we could go to logic. I'm just going to type it out because I think it's easier. So I'm going to say if, and notice how the I of my if is in line with the A of my answer. It's not indented over. That's exactly what we want. So if answer equals 1, colon. We want it to pop up on the screen. We want the answer to the Magic 8 Ball to be no way. So I'm going to go to game, and we want to find game splash. We'll do splash title, and I'm going to put that right underneath my if statement. And actually, okay, I'm just going to delete that. Let's just undo. Let's try that again. Click return, and when I click return, see how my cursor is tabbed over? That's exactly what we want. So game, we'll say splash, and we'll put it right there. Okay, and it's a space underneath, that's all right. Most important thing is that it's tabbed over. So where it says none, we're going to delete those, and we need to use our quotation marks. And what we put inside those quotation marks is what's going to pop up on the screen if the computer randomly chooses number 1. So we will say, no way. Awesome. Click return, and then I'm going to click delete because our elif statement, so elif answer equals 2, is not going to be tabbed over. So I'm just going to type in, nope, I don't want all caps, elif space answer space equals 2, colon, click return. And we could just grab splash title and put it there. I'm just going to type it because I think it's easier. And it's going to be the same code as line 38. So game dot splash parentheses. And inside here we need our quotation marks. And we want it to say, instead of no way, we will say, I doubt it. I doubt it. Okay. And then click return and then click delete. And now the same thing, if space answer equals 3 colon, click return. It's tabbed over. That's exactly what we want. Game dot splash parentheses quotation marks. Let's say maybe. Okay. So we've done 1, we've done 2, we've done 3. Now we'll do one more elif for 4. So click return and then click delete. Notice how the I of my if and the E of my elifs are all in line. That's exactly what we want. Elif answer space equals 4 colon, click return. It's tabbed over. That's what we want. Game dot splash. So what we want it to pop up on the screen, parentheses quotation marks, is probably. Okay. Click return. Click delete. So we've done if equals 1, 2, 3, 4. The only thing left is 5. So we'll just say else colon return game dot splash parentheses quotation marks is, we'll say definitely. Okay. This is what our final code looks like. So let's try it out. Let's go big screen. So I click play. It asks me, what is your question? Will I marry Taylor Swift? I click A, it shakes up and down. Oh, no way. Oh no, that's not the answer I was hoping for.